Hello and welcome back to Fallout 76. Today we are going to have a look at the Enclave Plasma Flamer. And there are several reasons for that. There are a couple of things in the patch notes that made me curious, and another thing that wasn't mentioned in the patch notes that made me curious as well. So we have a couple of entries in the patch notes. The first one is we've adjusted the way plasma gun mods deal physical and energy damage to be more in line with each other. The result is a slight boost in physical damage and a slight decrease in energy damage. So we're getting a buff to physical damage and a debuff to energy damage. The other entry is this one. The prime capacitor and prime receiver mods for the plasma gun, Enclave plasma gun, plasma caster, and Gatling plasma no longer incorrectly deal additional energy damage above the amount also added to physical damage. So if you use the prime capacitor, which I will be using on the weapon, you are going to get a debuff to energy damage. Now, the other change that wasn't mentioned in the patch notes is the change to the science perks. All three science perks, Science Master, Science Expert, and Science, all grant at maximum rake a 10% bonus to energy weapons. It just says energy damage, but that's not really accurate. It's actually a bonus to certain energy weapons, and the Enclave Plasma is one of them. So first thing I want to do, I want to compare what the damage looks like now versus what it looked like before. So we have an apples to apples comparison. So what I've done is I've unequipped all the science perks, so we're not getting any kind of bonus from that. It's just going to be the rifleman perks maxed out, and this is a full health character. So I did a video 6 or 7 months ago where I compared the Enclave Plasma to the regular plasma as a flamer. And so this is a screenshot. This is what the Enclave version of it. And you can see it was primed, the ultrasight plasma rounds, and we got 72 Ballistic, 84 energy, and the character was spec'd exactly the same way, full health with all the rifleman perks maxed out. And here we have an Enclave Plasma Rifle. It's not legendary, but it is modded. It has the exact same mods on it. Same character, same perks, everything. The damage is now 77 and 77. So the ballistic damage went up by 5, and the energy damage went down by 7. So we're losing 2 points of damage, which doesn't seem like it should make much of a difference at all. I'm not even sure that's something that would be noticeable. So I have re-equipped all the science cards, and now our damage is 87 and 87, which is about a 12% difference on top of what you'd get with just the rifleman perks. And that's what I want to test. I want to test it with all of the changes combined to see how it performs now. I will be using the non-legendary version. I've had this, and I've just never bothered to roll it, so that's how we're going to go with it today. And just for a little bit of comparison, I have a regular plasma rifle. It's modded exactly the same way as the Enclave version. I wouldn't expect it to be much different. You can see the damage is a little bit less, but when I tested it before, I mean, I don't really need to do that same exact test all over again. When I tested it before, the conclusion was, for the most part, you can't really tell the difference between the two. So if one performs well, the other one should. I will use this one a bit on a few enemies just to show that. Hopefully it'll show the same, but we'll see. Okay, so I'm just going to show the guns again very quickly, since the first part of the recording I had things zoomed in by mistake, so part of the information was cut off. So we have the Prime Enclave Plasma Rifle. You can see that it is not legendary. And we have a regular Prime Plasma Rifle. It is configured exactly the same way, also not legendary. And just one more time, the build, we have all the rifleman perks maxed out. We've added all of the science perks to get our damage as high as we can. I'm not using VATS, so I've taken off the critical perks under luck, and I'm using Ricochet and Tormentor instead. Hopefully that crippling can come in handy. And I've got Born Survivor because I won't be sneaking, so hopefully I can stay alive. All right, so here we go. Enclave Plasma Flamer to the rescue. Dog down. All right. Everything's going down easy. I picked up a fan up there. But I don't have the range. I have no idea why this door is open. I'm on a private server. I haven't been here already, so a little bit suspicious. But yeah, everything's a little bit of score there. That's always nice. Everything is going down very easily. Now, obviously, if this was a vampire weapon, that'd be great. I wouldn't have to worry about my health at all, most likely. But yeah, I will say, if you're not sneaking... Oh, legendary. Nice. 3-star. Even nicer. All right. Well, I could say if you're not sneaking, you do take a lot more hits, but things go down very quickly. All right. And you can see we have the regular plasma rifle ready to go. We are going to test that. You can see the damage numbers are a little bit less than what I was getting before, but stuff dies still very quickly. Not much of a difference. Now, normally this guy goes down very easily because I can target his fusion core in VATS. And I can't do that, obviously, without using VATS, but that still went down pretty easily. Next, we've got some assorted robots. Nothing we can't handle, though. Oh, missed this guy. All right, everything's dead. For the stragglers over here, we've switched over to the regular plasma. And yeah, just like before, it does pretty well. All right, let's see what we can do against some tanky Mirelurk Kings and a Mirelurk Queen. There we go. Level 60 usually goes down fairly easily. You can see you got a little stagger in there because of Tormentor. So, and Mirelurks are pretty squishy if you don't hit their shells. Oh, except for this one, he was pretty stubborn. All right, here we go. I hear him, level 75. Come at me. Now, the stagger works in my favor. I got him crippled. Ah, okay. Works out well. I do like the Tormentor perk. If you are not using VATS, it is a fantastic perk to have in place of those crits. So now it is time for the star of the show, the Mirelurk Queen. I think what I'm going to do is try a different tack. Normally I would wait for her, but her poison attack is so brutal that I'm going to try just kind of circling. I'm doing less damage this way, but if I can cripple her and stay behind the poison attack, gives me a much better chance of not dying. Yeah, she's all crippled. And she is super tanky, but we got the job done. And last, but certainly not least, we have our big green friend. He's not waking up. Okay, so I have to get a little... Oh, there we go. He is waking up. I'm going to try the old cripple strategy with him. If I can get his legs to where they aren't working anymore, yeah, he becomes a lot more manageable. Get some headshots in, and he's gone. And there you have it, the Enclave Plasma Flamer, and a little bit of the regular Plasma Flamer. I'm not sure that it feels any different than before, one way or the other. It's still a very strong weapon, even in non-legendary form. But I will say that if you can't get your hands on a Enclave Flamer with the mods that you want, a regular one will do just fine. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, please hit one of the buttons down below, and I hope you'll join me in the next one. Thank you very much.